Why y'all so obsessed with breaking strong women into submission? Y'all weird, and you need to get a healthy hubby. Shout out to Lindsay who sent me this screenshot and wanted me to respond on it. With she also sent me notes from a quick YouTube TikTok video that was done. It's interesting because I was going to talk about submission today. I was going to talk about submission. I was going to talk about masculinity. And one of the ladies emailed me yesterday in reference to Blake. And she asked, I know you said you're not teaching on femininity on YouTube, but can you at least give us some pointers? So I'm trying to see how I can tie him in so I could just do one video versus 2 or 3 videos. How y'all doing this Saturday? I am wearing my hair out. This is what I hate about getting my hair blown out is it loses its ability to be Afrocentric, if that makes sense, okay? Because, I take my braids out, I wear my hair out naturally, and then I rebraid it. This time I blew it out. I got my ends clipped. She cut off about a half of an inch or two. I got a little shape up in the back, and then I'm going to wear a ponytail for this week. Then I'm going to wash it out, and then I'm going to braid it. But I was just trying to get the afro. And I'm like, well, what happened to the afro? It's blown out. I love you. Hair remnants Saturday morning. Good morning. Ready to Love came on last night. I did not watch. Shout out to Kamisha's review. Girl, why you didn't tell me it was going to be on? I would have watched, but I'm going to watch. Now that I know that Kamisha Reviews was on the air as a super fan, I'm going to watch and we're going to talk about it. So shout out to Kamisha's review and congratulations to Kamisha. I want to thank you for your love and support. My new book, Husband Profile, came. It is only for the ladies that are taking the course. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You cannot buy the Husband Profile. The Husband Profile is only for the ladies that's taking the course. It's 300 pages. I am so excited. My ladies are excited. You can register for the next class, which is going to be in the summer. Don't register now. And then you can get that book for free. Okay. All right. Be sure to thumbs up. Shout out to all my new remnants. Our new name is the Remnants. Okay. We are part of the Remnants. So shout out to the new remnants that's joining. You're figuring out that you're a part of the Remnant. She is then. My daughter's on the rest of it this weekend. And I'm like, why do you even go? You text me all weekend. She texted me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, boo, I'm asleep. Okay. All right. Why y'all so obsessed with breaking strong women into submission? Y'all weird. Y'all need a new hobby. So I was reading through these comments. Shout out to the woke ratchet. Child. Ooh, Chai, the Facebook. Lindsay sent me this, and I was reading through the comments, and here's one comment that I want to read by Megan Frinney. She says, "Plenty of weak pick-me's out there willing to do anything for love, but y'all don't want them. Instead, y'all want to mess with those of us happily Hawksin." What does that mean? Heauxin. I feel like that means something I don't understand. Listen to this, raising these babies, taking these vacations, running these companies, getting these diplomas, and chilling with our cats and plants. Brother, she's right over there. Okay? So then Lindsay sent me these notes from a TikTok video that I'm going to read. They said submission is grape culture. Drop the G. Okay. Submission is grape culture. Women who believe in submission are in the church. They are the pick-me's and mammy types. So basically, this TikToker is saying that those of us who believe in submission are pick-me's and we are mammies, okay? They will talk the hoteps, same people that love red pill men content. I forgot what that means. Tell me what hoteps mean again in the comments, okay? People who are obsessed with submission wants to break down women who reject submission because they believe in equity and equality. They are full adult that doesn't need male figure to dominate them. So they feel like, for those of us who believe in submitting to our husband, aka Janice, we want to be dominated, and we're pick-me's. They want to take us and wear women down. So they feel like men who want submissive husband want to wear women down. They want to, these are the men who knock down our accomplishments and make our opinions wrong and irrelevant. The control and the manipulation is all gross and overbearing. These men have no real power and control over their real lives. So they are going to dominate and oppress women that they think deserves to be oppressed. It's not because men want to be good leaders, they just want control. So I think that is the given view of submission. We know that's not what we believe over here, right? That is the general, strong, independent Black woman who don't need a man view of submission. First of all, most people, 99.9% of people in the church don't even understand submission, right? How many of you said, James, when I taught on submission, you was like, I've never heard anything like that, right? Never heard that, because it's a revelation that we have to get from God. Now, I do agree with this comment right here. Why are y'all so obsessed with bringing strong women into submission? I agree with that. And let me tell you why I agree with that. I believe that men who want submissive women should choose women who already believe in submission. I would have never attracted my husband if I had strong, independent Black woman mentality who didn't need a man. I would have never attracted my husband if I had that mentality of submission. Never. Never. And to me, my husband and his frat brothers, shout out to the alphas, are the best group of Black men in the United States. Okay, let's just put that. And of all the wives I have met, my husband, frat brother, and his boss used to be a mayor of a huge city. He is now the president over a multi-millionaire company. My husband is director of marketing. My husband, frat brothers are doctors, lawyers, engineers, no mechanics, okay? Lawyers, entrepreneurs, business owners. None of their wives that I have met are strong, independent Black woman mentality who don't need a man. Not one. None of them. As a matter of fact, I'm the loudest of them, the ones I've met. So I believe that men who want wives who are submitted to them should choose women who already have the mentality of being a submissive wife, right? What is submission? Submission is coming, where's my umbrella? Get that video I did on submission, is coming under the vision of another. This is why we need to be careful, ladies, of who we married. That's the husband profile. This is why we must choose carefully our husbands. This is why you need to make sure the man you marry, you can submit to. And here's the problem. Here's the problem with strong, independent Black women who don't need it. They get in their late 40s and they realize, I am not attracting the man I want. The Michaels, the alpha men who are my husband fraternity type of men. And then they realize they're not attracting them. Like these women, I'm an alpha woman, and they can't attract a man who is a masculine man. They can only attract feminine men, boneless men, right? They're not attracting the type of men they want to attract, but they don't realize that those men don't want them. So I don't believe in finding a woman who does not have the spirit of submission. Let us make sure understand that the mission of the mission is a biblical submission, biblical concept, right? Church and Christ. The husband is representative of Christ. The church is representative of the wife. And as the church is in submission, what the submission is, come under the vision of another, so is the wife is to be in submission to her husband. What does submission mean? Come under the vision of another. I believe that men who want submissive wives should choose women who have a submission mentality, who want to support their vision. This is what Eve did. God brought Eve to Adam. The same way, ladies, I'm going to throw it back over in your court. Help you to understand. The same way I teach, ladies, do not choose a husband who is not what you want and try to make him into what you want. If you want to provide a husband, choose a husband that's a provider, made to be adored. Don't choose a man who don't believe in being a provider, professor of love, provider, and protector. Strong, independent Black woman with toxic mentality of submission will not attract husbands who profess, provide, protect. I guarantee you, they're either single, baby mamas, or their men are feminine, beta, doing 50-50, stressing out. So the same way, ladies, if you want a husband that's provide, I wanted a husband that would pay all my bills for me and protect me and provide. I don't want to pay no bills. God didn't create me to pay no bills. If you're going to marry me, you need to be able to profess, provide, and protect. I don't pay mortgage. I don't pay PSNG. I don't want. If you need help taking care of me, then I can take care of myself all by myself. So because I knew the type of husband I wanted, I chose the type of husband I wanted. I didn't find a man who I didn't choose a man who do not believe in providing, protecting, and professing and try to make him into being a provider, a protector, and a professor. No. I chose a husband who was raised to be a husband, raised to be provider, protector, and provider of his family. He was looking for a wife, a submissive wife, who wanted to be provided for, protected, and professed and adored. So he chose a woman who already have a mentality of submission, and I want to be provided and protected. He didn't choose one who, you trying to control me, you trying to oppress me. No, 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 no. And if I had that mentality, I would have never attracted my husband. And I'm telling you, of all my husband fraternity brothers and their wives that I have met, not one strong, independent Black woman with toxic submission mentality. Not one. All very sweet, very feminine ladies, care about our husbands, love our children, want to make a great home for our children. All what I call Proverbs 31 woman. Not one of them that I have met, not one, are a strong, independent Black woman mentality. Not one. Not one. And I'm telling you, of all my husband frat brothers I have met, these men are, up here. Up here. So I don't think men should be choosing women who don't believe in submission and trying to beat them into submission. Don't do it. If you want a submissive woman, you need to find one. Here's the thing about submission, right? And I'm going to talk about this maybe later today or tomorrow about the passport bros, right? I haven't talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it because that one got stuck over there. There's a lot of men who want submissive women, but you can't afford her. You can't afford a submissive woman. I would be angry too if I had to work to pay bills with a whole grown man in the house. If I had to have Big Mike to pay for this house, I would be so angry. He asked me for some food. I'd be like, you better go make your own food. They were in my drawers. He never asked me for the drawers. They're all in drawers. He would be asking me for the drawers. Did you wash? No. You better go wash your own clothes. But see, because he provide, protect, and profess, he just pull out his drawer, and folded drawers are there. Socks is there, towels, food. So a lot of men who want submissive wives can't afford him. Because I'm not about to submit to a man that I have to help you play your role. I'm not helping you to be your role. Neither am I going to help you to provide for me. I might as well stay where I was. So this need to humble Black women, I think, men, you need to choose one you don't have to humble. Find one that's already humble, right? What the Bible says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. In other words, God is letting us know you humble yourself so I don't have to humble you. So if Black men want humble and submissive wives, you need to choose humble and submissive women. Don't choose strong, independent Black women who don't need a man and who have submission, toxic idea and mentality of submission. Let us remember, submission is a biblical concept. And the Christian marriage is a picture of Christ and the church. So first of all, if these strong, independent Black women who don't need a man do not have a biblical understanding of Christ and the church, you can't expect them to understand submission. That's why they're saying pick-me's, women who submit to our husband and have submission mentalities are pick-me's. They don't understand. Their Bible says their minds are clouded. They don't understand. They haven't gotten the revelation that as a wife is in submission to her husband, is the same way the church is in submission to Christ, and the husband and wife is playing a role. She's an example in the world of Christ and the church. That's why they think that. Their minds are clouded. They can't see. They haven't met a good man who can love and adore and provide and protect. They are with men who are oppressing them, not providing, not protecting, not adoring, not loving, not paying all their bills, where they having stress-free life where you don't have to worry about it. They've never met him. They've never met a man like Jesus. Because the Apostle Paul says in the book of Ephesians, husband, love your wives like Christ loved the church. So if the man do not have a revelation of how Christ loved the church by accepting him, how can he love his wife like Christ loved the church? So these women and they've never had that. They've never known a man to really love you like Christ wants the husband to love his wife, like Christ loved the church. How did Christ love the church? Christ loved the church so much that he laid his life down. And most women have never met a man who would lay his life down for you. All right, I got to go. Come on back from Married at First Sight later tonight. Come on back from Married at First Sight. I love you. Let me know what you think. Thank you for your love and support. Talk to you later. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up. Mwah. Bye.